Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will be covering the structure of prokaryotic cells and virus topic of the A-level biology curriculum. So let's begin. So, all prokaryotic cells are much smaller than eukaryotic cells. So just remember that they're not just small, they are much smaller. And they have no membrane-bound organelles in their cytoplasm. So for example, the eukaryotic cells might have mitochondria or chloroplasts which have membranes. The prokaryotic cells do not have anything which contains a membrane. And they have smaller ribosomes. So the ribosomes in prokaryotic cells are the 70s ribosomes. So they're the smaller ones compared to the eukaryotic cells which have the larger, the 80s ribosomes. And they do not have a nucleus. They have a circular DNA, as you can see there, and which is free floating in the cytoplasm, and it's not associated with any proteins like the eukaryotic cells has the linear DNA, which is associated with histones. And it has a cell wall, so this cell wall which contains murin, a glycoprotein. And not all, but many prokaryotic cells have one or more plasmids. So this thing, which again contains the genetic information, and many have either one or they can have more than one. And they might have a capsule which surrounds the prokaryotic cell, and this is just a lipid layer which provides added protection. Don't mix this up with capsid, which we'll come back to later. And they may have one or more flagella which can help it to move around, swim. And now moving on to viruses. So viruses, they are acellular. What this means is they do not contain any cells. They're non-living. This is because they are unable to reproduce without host cells. So they can't reproduce on their own, and they will need to hijack another cell's machinery to be able to work. And they contain glycoproteins, so these things at the outside of the cell, and they stick out and they can attach to the host cells, and that's how the viruses will enter the host cell. And they have a viral envelope which is made of phospholipid bilayer, and they have a capsid now. So this is not capsule, it's capsid, which is the protective outer coat, so this layer, and this surrounds the viral RNA, and it just protects it from things that might be trying to attack it. And RNA, so it contains RNA, so it doesn't have DNA, it has a smaller RNA which has the genetic information, and it has reverse transcriptase enzyme in there inside the capsid, which converts the viral RNA to viral DNA when the virus might be in the host cell. And just a note that because viruses are non-living, when we're talking about the virus is being killed, we do not say it's being killed, we say it's being destroyed. So make sure you mention it's being destroyed and not being killed, because killed is only used for living things.